Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies. Yeah, guys, welcome back. So last episode, we started with the GenDustry stuff. We started looking at bees. We discovered something kind of cheaty. And yeah, I've started messing around with a lot of the GenDustry stuff. We got bees going automatically over here. We've made the lifespan upgrades, automation upgrade, light upgrade, and seal upgrade. This is so they work at night, they work in the rain. The industrial apiary automatically keeps these bees going, and yeah, it kills them a little bit faster, just so we can get drones a little bit faster. And also we get these princesses every once in a while, so that's really cool. Yeah, we've gotten a bunch of these cultivated princesses now. We got another common one. Yeah, very good, very good. So one thing that I want to do is we're going to end up with a lot of different types of bees. And we can throw them all in our ME system and waste all of our storage space, or we can use the extra bees indexer. Now, the indexer is really awesome. I'm a big fan of this guy. It's kind of like a filing cabinet, except it's for bees. And as far as I know, you can put like an unlimited amount in here. So you can just put every single bee you have in your indexer. So what makes that even better is that we can hook this guy up to Applied Energistics, and all of our bees will be available wirelessly, but they won't take up all of our storage space. They'll be over here on the indexer. So yeah, that's the next thing that we need to do. What I think I'm going to end up doing, we need to find a spot for it. In fact, it might even be a good idea just to stick it like over here underneath our chunk loader out of the way. So first things first, let's grab a chest. We want to get a gold chest and throw that on the ground too while we're at it, just because. So we'll put all of our bees that we have in here. We need to take all of these bees out. Just go ahead and click them all out. Yep. Get these bees going. Can I? Nope, I'm gonna have to click each and every one in here. That's fine. Just go ahead and do this real quick. Yeah, we got a bunch of like ignoble stock bees and things. I don't know if that really makes much difference in the Skyblock map. As far as I know, the ignoble have a chance to die off, and I think that's been turned off for Agrarian Skies. So that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these bees in here real quick. Okay, so now our indexer, whoop, I still got a bee in my hand. My indexer is now completely empty. So we can go ahead and break this guy if I have the right tool. Yep, there we go. One more thing we're gonna need is a storage bus. Actually, you know what? I think we need, is it a fuzzy storage bus we need or just a storage bus? Do these bees have different IDs? No, they're all the same. No. The princess and the drones. Okay, I think we have to set that up for both of those. Man, it's been so long since I've done this. I think we have to put a fuzzy storage bus on there and tell it both types of bees. So do we have a fuzzy import bus? How do you do a fuzzy storage bus? So that is a storage bus wrapped in wool. Do we have any wool? We have a bunch of wool. So we'll grab wool, and storage bus. Yep, one of these guys. I think we got all of those from a reward a while ago, and we haven't had a chance to use them until now. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we can come over here. I'm going to go ahead and break out some of the stone. Yep. So we'll put the indexer right there. We'll put this guy. We need it facing upwards. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to do that. So let me grab my hammer, our crescent hammer here, and right click this a few times so it's facing up. There we go. So if I right click on here, yeah, we can enter the interface, and I'm gonna need, let's do a Meadows princess and a Meadows drone. Why not? So we will put these guys on here. Okay, allowed. I think we'll just ignore match any, and I think that is all we need to do. So there's no bees in here now. So if I come into my ME system and I put both the Meadows Princess and the Meadows Drone in my ME system, they should appear down here, and they do. Okay, so another thing I need to do is I want to set this a very high priority. So in case it doesn't decide to go onto the indexer, I really don't want it ever to go onto my drives. So if that fuzzy storage bus has a high priority, the bees will always try and go there first because it has the highest priority. Okay, so that makes sense. So let's go ahead and grab these bees, and we'll stick those all in my ME system. And hopefully they should all appear over on the indexer. Looks like that is the case. So we'll go and grab the rest of those and we'll put them all in the ME system. I guess one thing we could do to make sure they are all there. Let's right click on this again. Yep, looks like that's got all the bees. We could right click this so it's no longer attached. Now if I search for a princess, okay, so we got 2 of those. And what about drone? And we got 2 of these. Okay, but it looks like all of the other bees are not in the system. Very good. So let's set this up right again. And yeah, we have princess, we have drones. Excellent. So let's go ahead and put these steadfast bees in there. All right, and I just want to double check over here. Yeah, steadfast drone, steadfast princess. Awesome. Okay, so that is working as expected. Okay, so now that we have bees hooked up, actually I should come back here with this brown stained clay and button things up real quick. There we go. Now you can't even tell that indexer's there. Very good. Okay, so now that we have that hooked up, we can start doing a little bit of automation over here. These industrial apiaries are producing extra princesses and combs and things like that. I would like to start piping these guys out and sticking them into our ME system, and I didn't want to fill up everything full of these princesses and extra drones and things. So now that this is all hooked up, we should be able to attach some item ducts or whatever and have it go into a tesseract over to the ME system, and yeah, everything should be happy. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely something that I wanted to get hooked up right away. So let's take a look at our quest book. We're still on the bees and trees section here, and we were in the process of breeding some bees. So we're stuck right here in this empty serum, and in order to do this, I believe we needed some royal jelly. Let's take a look real quick. Empty serum. So if we look here, yeah, we need a piece of royal jelly to make that. And I don't think there is any other way. Yeah. So in order to get the royal jelly, we have to breed bees. So that's what we are in the process of doing right now. So let me go ahead and make a cut. I am going to start hooking this all up to be automatic. So everything is piped out of these apiaries and into our ME system. I'm going to continue to breed the bees until we get to the point that we need. We do have the noble and we have the unwary. We're very close to getting the industrial and the imperial bees, which we need for making alvearies and such. So let me get on that and we will be right back. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I got the automation set up for our industrial apiary. So I would put some impulse item ducts down below. I put the pneumatic servo in each one of these, and I have it ignoring the redstone signal. So they're constantly pulling out of these. So every time the bee creates something or they die off and have an extra princess or whatever, that goes in here, and then the item ducts pull those out and put them right into this ME interface. Also, I have set up our squeezer over here automatically creating the liquid DNA. So we have the gene sample in here. It's squeezing. It's creating these blink gene samples, which I don't really think we need that many of. So I set up an impulse item duct on the squeezer to pull out and go directly into the trash can. So we're pretty much throwing all those away, but we are collecting the liquid DNA. That liquid DNA is flowing into our ME fluid interface, which is connected to our ME cable down here, which I have running all the way over here and then over, I think, to the Mac is where it is underneath. One more thing I need to do. Let's grab a slab, one of these stone slabs. I forgot to put this back in place here to button everything up. So let's do that. There we go. Very good, very good. Okay, so everything is pretty much automated at this point. One more thing I didn't mention before, these genetic samples that we were doing before, I found out how to put that on the template. So what you do is you take one of the samples. Let's see. I don't have any in here. I did make a filing cabinet, and I put all my samples in this thing. So if you take one of these samples, and what is the other thing? It's a template. Yeah, you take a sample and you take a template, and I think you can put up to 13 different samples on the template. Yeah, I didn't know how this worked last time, but you just combine them like this. It's shapeless crafting, and you can do that up to 13 times. As you can see, it says 1 out of 13 chromosomes. So I think you can just put one of each different type of trait on these things, and then with the genetic template all squared away, you put that into the genetic imprinter right here. As you can see here, it says species common. So if you put any type of princess in here, it'll turn it into a common princess, which is awesome. That's exactly what I was looking for to do the last time. So yeah, we just have to go through a bunch of these gene samples in the genetic sampler, trying to get the species trait off each bee that we want to be able to recreate. Pretty much what you want to do with that is get all of the hive bees done. You want to be able to get like the common, the diligent, the cultivated, basically the first initial bees that you create, because those are the ones you breed into the other species later on. So you want to make sure you have plenty of copies of those things. But yeah, guys, I think we're set up here to do a little bit more automation. All of the bees are now going directly into our ME system, all the drops, all of that stuff. We're gonna have to look at comb processing fairly soon. We're getting a bunch of these different types of honeycombs, which is great, but they don't really serve a purpose in the state. We need to put them through, I think it's the centrifuge. I'm gonna have to find out if there's anything new that we can use to put the combs through. I know you can do them through the sifter or the sieve or whatever from Ex Nihilo. But yeah, if there's a different way to process these combs other than a centrifuge, that's definitely something that we're going to want to look at. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and let this go a little bit longer. We're still trying to get to those other types of bees, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I got the Imperial Princess bred up. You can see I get the regeneration particles every once in a while. These bees right here, I forget what the exact trait is that they have, but yeah, it gives regeneration if you're nearby the hive and it's in a breeding state, or I guess a productivity state. So we have the Industrious and we have the Imperial. These are the two bees that we needed quite a lot of. And now we are kind of at a standstill. We're waiting for Royal Jelly. Royal Jelly will help us create things like the productivity upgrades, which will make them produce things much faster, like there were frames in with the hive. Yeah, you can see here that requires a Royal Jelly and some sugar and, you know, other GenDustry looking things. Okay, so while we're waiting on our bees to create Royal Jelly, we still don't have a single one, but we do have some pollen from our industrious bees. So what I want to do, let's go ahead and start looking at, what is this? This is go with the flow. So let's look at the go with the flow, and this one is ready to go again. Let's go ahead and do a reward bag. Go ahead and claim that guy. Okay, so what I want to look at is this DNA. So we are collecting liquid DNA at this point, and we have to turn in one DNA vial. So how do we make a DNA vial? Let's actually do this reward bag real quick. And instant health 4. Awesome. Okay, so to make the DNA vial, we need a sterilized vial, which is a glass bottle smelted, turns into a sterilized vial. Awesome. So let's grab one of our glass bottles that we got. I'm only going to do one. I don't think we need 32. So let's go ahead and do one of those. Maybe I can shift click another real quick before it goes. Nope. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, sterilized vial. Awesome. Okay, so if we take this guy, I believe we could come over to our ME fluid terminal over here. Look at that. We almost got 700 buckets worth of this liquid DNA so far. So let's put that in there. There we go. Liquid DNA vial. Perfect. So if we come into this thing, we can do manual detect. And yeah, so we can claim a reward of half a heart. Now, did that unlock a bigger quest? Okay. Liquid bees. Repeatable quest unlocks one quest elsewhere. Okay. So this wants us to turn in 100 buckets of liquid DNA. I think we're going to be able to do that. So let's get our quest delivery system. We will go ahead and get, what is that? The fluid export bus. Yep, one of these guys. I think we can use this as our pattern. So let's set this guy as we normally do right up there. Oh, we only needed one of those, not three of them. So we'll set this guy right here. Yep. And I think we need to say select that task. We'll do that. So let's right click on here. We'll do buckets at a time. Set that in there. Is that working? Oh yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% complete. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn that off. Great. So we went ahead and we completed that portion of this quest. So liquid DNA is now done. So that gives us reward bag, full heart, and we can do 4 industrial apiaries or reward bag. The industrial apiaries, I can go ahead and create. They're already set up on auto craft. So let's go ahead and just do the reward bag. Okay, so we have a greater reward bag. Let's check this out. Okay, some butterfly fish. Awesome. I still haven't ever looked at mariculture at all, so I don't know really what you can do with those. My understanding is these fish act similar to the bees, where you breed them and do certain things and then they'll just produce items over and over again. I've never had a chance to even mess with them, so I don't know though. So this reward bag, oh, look at this. Master Ritual Stone and Ritual Stones. That's pretty good. That's not a bad reward at all. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's put all these things away. So we got 2 full hearts. Liquid DNA vial. Can I stick that back in here? Okay, I guess the vial goes away when you do that. So ritual stones that spawn cows, fluid storage, butterfly fish. Let's check out our hearts. So we have 2 half hearts, so we can make a new full heart. Okay, and we'll put those away. So our total hearts right now, we have 35.5 hearts. So that's not bad at all. Okay, very cool. So have we gotten a royal jelly yet? We have gotten 1. Yeah, what I really want to do is get enough royal jelly in there so we can do the productivity upgrades. We want these guys, and it says you can put 8 in. That's what we want to do. We want 8 of those in each of the apiaries. I'm sorry, of the industrial apiaries. So we're gonna want 8 royal jelly to get this going. In fact, you know, it might not be a bad idea if I set up a pattern right now with the 1 royal jelly that we have. Let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, we're gonna have to do bronze. Go ahead and do this. I think yeah, that one was the right one. So go ahead and do those guys. In code. How are we doing on sugarcane? Okay, we got 6,000. And how about sugar? We don't have any sugar at all. So let's go ahead and we will do... Yeah, we'll do that many sugar. That should last us for quite some time. And we'll put all this away. Okay, so now we can make a... Did I include that already? Yes, I did. Okay, so we can go ahead and do this. Let's still have to make 2. Yeah, we still haven't gotten another royal jelly yet. So I can stick this over here. We'll produce a royal jelly 1/8 faster, I suppose, if that's how this thing works. And what do we want to get rid of? I guess we can get rid of the seal upgrade. And I will just sleep at nighttime, so that'll reset the rain timer and it won't rain on my bees. Aha! So, just gonna take a little bit more time waiting for these bees to do their thing. Yeah, I'm fine with just waiting it out. We just need the royal jelly so we can continue on with our things. We do need the royal jelly itself specifically to make some of these other items coming up, like I've said before. Like, we needed that for the empty serum, but I think I'd rather spend the 1 royal jelly on the productivity upgrade so we can get royal jelly faster to begin with, and then we'll use it to make these other items to progress in the quest book. All right, guys, give me a few more minutes here. I'm going to sit here, babysit the bees. I'm still making species. What are these things? Gene samples. So I've gotten species from common, cultivated, diligent, noble, and unwary. I'd like to get the species from all of the rest of them. So I'm going to do that off camera, wait for more of our royal jelly to be produced, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. So that didn't take very long at all, really. Every time the bee would make a royal jelly, I'd just make a new production upgrade, and it would just go faster and faster and faster. Now we got 8 of these things. So we have 1 extra royal jelly now, so that is awesome. So now that the bee is going as fast as they can right now without any genetic manipulation, we can start using that royal jelly for other things. So one of those things is making an empty serum vial. So we need to make some glass panes. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. This is required for the next part of our quest, the genetic manipulation. We got stuck on this part a little while ago. There we go. So we got everything done. This is going to give us Valiant, Princess, Valiant, Drone, and Indexer, which we already have and don't need. A full heart and 1 of 2 different reward bags. Let's choose the one on the right. So let's claim that reward. I guess we can put that away. The Valiants we can put away. Indexer we don't need. Empty serums we don't need. And an epic reward bag. So what is going to be from this? Blood saplings. Okay, not bad. I guess we could get those already from the nether, so maybe it's not that great of a reward, but still kind of cool, I suppose. So now that this is done, let's go ahead and see what else we got here. Industrial upgrades. So, oh yeah, so this just wants us to make one of each of the different types of upgrades. So why does it say production upgrade that I haven't made? Oh, was it because that I auto-crafted every single one of those? Let me go ahead and grab, if I can get out the door, let's go grab a production upgrade from over here. It looks like this is just a detection quest. So if I take one of these, I can detect that and then stick it back in there. No problem. Okay, and this wants us to craft heater upgrade, dryer upgrade, desert emulation upgrade. All right, so I think some of those things we might use in the future for other bee breeding. I don't really know how far we have to go into the bee breeding. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have to breed all the bees as one of the quests. I hope not. That's going to be pretty ridiculous. So heater upgrade. Let's see if we can do this real quick. And GenDustry. So heater upgrade is some nether rack, that climate control module. I don't think we have one of those yet. Let's go ahead and bronze. I don't think I'm going to put these on autocraft just because I don't know how many of these we're ever going to need. So if we do that, oh, what was the other thing we're missing? This is the upgrade frame. Do we have that? Yeah, we have an upgrade frame. So let's craft one of those. Okay, so there's our heater upgrade. What was the other ones we needed? Dryer upgrade and desert emulation. So dryer upgrade. Looks like it's the same thing. In fact, I am going to go ahead and craft up, I don't know, like 5 of those gears just so we don't have to keep doing that. In fact, I will make 2 of these things. Okay, and what was the other things that we needed? So dryer upgrade required that and the upgrade frames. So let's craft, I don't know, like 5 of these things. That seems like a good idea. Okay, so if we tell it to make one of these, yes, so we got that. And finally, the last one was the desert emulation upgrade. So desert emulation right here. Environmental processor. So that's slightly different. Ooh, that looks a little expensive. 4 diamonds, 4 lapis, and a gold ingot. And then do we have everything? We need another bronze gear. Okay, so let's craft that. And there we go. Desert emulation upgrade. Very, very cool. Right, so this is all completed. So we can claim a reward. That's going to give us the modest princess and modest drone. These are the ones you find in the desert biomes normally. So let's claim our rewards. Reward bag greater. And fire resistance potion. All right. So we can put all of these guys away. Put all those away. And how are we doing here? Now we're going to get into the tree breeding. You know, it seems like a pretty good point to just kind of stop on the episode. I think we'll go ahead and check this out next time. If we continue, well, next time we do the bees and trees. I don't know if we're going to do next episode with this or not. But yeah, it seems like a good stopping point. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it. And we'll see you next time.